In 2026, Social Security has a line in the sand at $24,480. If you cross the line, what happens to you? Well, that's actually the focus of this video because you actually may have some benefits reduced at that point, and we never want to see that happen. We want to maximize our money, maximize our monthly benefit, and that's what I want to break down for you because Social Security loves rules, and for 2026, they certainly changed the rules yet again. I'm going to break it all down for you here in this short video. And again, I'm also going to point out who this pertains to because does it pertain to everybody? The answer is no. It actually pertains to one very specific group of beneficiaries, which also happens to be possibly the largest group of beneficiaries that is out there. Let's talk through the details. Now, I want to point something out for you really, really fast. If you happen to be one of the nearly 70 million people on Medicare, you recognize Medicare can be very, very confusing. If you ever have any questions on Medicare, if you need help finding the best Medicare plan coverages for you and your personal needs, if you need help with your initial enrollment into Medicare, I can give you a free one-stop shop, which is this phone number right here on the screen for Chapter Medicare. They have already helped nearly 10,000 people here in this community that have called that phone number right there and connected with an advisor to get free help and collectively saving about $2+ million just from people in this community that have called that phone number right there, which is absolutely amazing. So anyway, what do you need to know? Not really anything. Grab your Medicare card, grab your phone, and literally just call them right there. If you're not on Medicare yet, well then just grab your phone, call that phone number. You'll connect with an advisor, and again, it is 100% for free to get that help from them, and they're massively helpful. Anyway, after you talk to them, drop a comment down below. Use the word chapter within your comment. That's the keyword I search for, and I'd love to feature you in an upcoming video. And also add your name to this very long ongoing list of multiple pages of comments that I've received. Check this out. Multiple pages of comments that I've received from people in this community after they've talked to them. Anyway, let's talk about $24,480. What you need to know here and why this is a very important line in the sand from Social Security that we all need to recognize very closely because if we violate these rules, they take some of our benefit. We don't ever want to see a reduction to our benefit, okay? And again, my dedication here on the channel is to help you in any way that I possibly can, get as much money, save as much money, and maximize your money and your benefits, your income in any way, shape, or form. Again, obviously legally, right? We wouldn't do anything sketchy or illegal, but rather legally. All right, so here's what you need to know about this. Every single year, the Social Security Administration updates what they call either the earnings test, well, when it comes down to retirement benefits or other types of benefits like disability, they call it SGA, substantial gainful activity. But in this case, we're talking about retirement benefits. So we are talking about the earnings test. Let me talk about it. And again, it's not a pop quiz. It's not a test. It's not a multiple choice test. It's literally just the name that they give it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't love the name earnings test. I think it's a really bad name. I don't know why they would call it an earnings test, but that's just what they do. Anyway, so here's what you need to understand. If you are a Social Security beneficiary, you've already filed for your benefit, you are collecting your benefit, and you're basically between the ages of 62 and somewhere between 62 and your full retirement age. You have not hit your full retirement age, and you are not going to be achieving your full retirement age in 2026. If that is your case, so basically you're between the ages of around, say, like 62 and say 66 or so, okay? Somewhere between that range. Now, obviously, if you're 66 and some months, you could be hitting your full retirement age in 2026. But if you're not hitting your full retirement age in 2026, this pertains to you. Write this number down, take a picture. Well, don't take a picture because there's nothing to really take a picture of except for the chapter phone number right here. Well, just write this phone number down. Just take note of this. It's the $24,480. What is that? It's the earnings test for those individuals that will be having any kind of income, earned income, and also collecting your benefit in 2026. This is your earnings test, okay? It also translates into $2,040 a month is what that averages out to on a monthly basis. $2,040 a month, $24,480 for the entire year is the earnings test. What does that mean? It means that you can have earned income along with your Social Security retirement benefit, but if you exceed $2,040 on average per month or $24,480 for the entire year, you would exceed your earnings threshold for the year. Okay, what does that mean? And what are they going to do to me, right? Well, here's what they're going to do. They're going to garnish your benefit by $1 for every $2 that you earn over that threshold. Example being this. Let's just say that you earn $1,000 over the limit. That's awesome. Your income is great. I mean, you've earned $25,480, right? So $1,000 over the limit. That's really cool. However, be prepared. They're going to garnish your benefit by $500 in this situation. Okay, so $1 for every $2 that you earn over the limit, they will garnish your benefit, in this case, in this example, by $500 because you earned $1,000 over the limit. They will garnish your benefit by $500. Okay, so anyway, what does that mean? Does that mean that you never get that money back? No, you actually do get the money back. At some point in the future, when you hit your full retirement age, they will actually recalculate your benefit and pay that money back to you slowly over time, not in a one-time lump sum payment, not as just a here, oh, we're going to pay you back really quickly. But no, over time, when they recalculate your payment, they will pay that back to you very, very slowly in monthly payments along with your regular monthly stipend, right? So your benefit might go up a tiny bit, but ultimately it'll be paid back to you over time, okay? So again, point being is that take your pick. What do you want? Do you want to earn a whole bunch of extra money and have your benefits garnished and then recalculated at some point in the future when you hit your full retirement age and then paid back to you? Or do you want to earn something below the threshold where you can ultimately max out the $24,480 limitation for the earnings test in this situation and also get your full benefit? You really got to take your pick here, right? So it's like, do you want to earn a whole bunch of money, exceed the threshold and see a massive garnishment to your benefit and also a higher benefit when you hit your full retirement age because they're going to pay it back to you and they're going to recalculate your benefits, so ultimately it'll be more money in your pocket at that point? Or do you want to stay under the threshold and earn less money, right? So it's kind of like this situation where it's like, well, what do I really do here, right? And the threshold, honestly, is pretty low, $24,480. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent amount of money, but at the end of the day, it's not like, if you're getting your benefit and you're also earning, say, that amount of money at the same time, it just is what it is, right? It's going to help you out, certainly, but it's not going to be like, whoa, I have this opportunity to make like a ton of money right now this year. I'm going to go at it and earn, $80,000 or $100,000 or whatever the situation may be. And again, I'm just making up examples here, but you get my point behind this, okay? So anyway, this is the earnings test, the new earnings test for 2026. And that did go up from 2025, by the way. But these are the new rules that are here now. And just be very aware of that, okay? So $24,480 for the entire year, or averaged out to $2,040 a month is what that comes out to be, okay? So please be very aware of that. And again, this does not pertain to everybody. It is just those people receiving Social Security, retirement benefits that are collecting their benefit basically between the ages of, say, 62 and about 66, between that range. And again, if you're currently 66, you're likely going to be hitting your full retirement age in 2026, okay? But I'm just saying, like, between the ages of 62 and 66, between there, you're probably falling into this category if you are also having an earned income aside from your monthly benefit. And you might be thinking, but I'm just collecting my benefit. I'm not working. What does this mean for me? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. It does not have any consequence whatsoever, either positive or negative, in any way, shape, or form at all, okay? So if you're on Social Security and you're not having an earned income, you're not working, you don't have any other income aside from your Social Security, does not matter, okay? Don't worry about this whatsoever. It doesn't matter to you at any point. This is just for the people that are collecting the Social Security between that age range and, again, are also having an income beside their monthly benefit. These are the people that need to be concerned about this. Does that make sense? Anyway, let me know what else I can do for you. Drop a comment, drop a question, feedback down below. I can certainly jump on a dedicated video or another dedicated live stream, whatever you need. I can certainly talk about this further. I can come back and answer your questions for you, whatever it happens to be, no problem whatsoever. Again, if you're on Medicare, if you need help, if you have questions, if you want to make sure that you're getting help finding the best Medicare coverages for you and your personal situation, again, just call Chapter right there. Phone number's there. And again, drop a comment down below. Use the word Chapter. Let me know how it goes. And so I have these right the way. Oh, maybe I had those backwards. Sorry, maybe I had them backwards. Anyway, these are check this out. Multiple pages. There's like 6 or 7 pages here of all these different comments that I've received over the last couple months here, just from people in this community reaching out saying, I got all this help, and whatever they happen to say, but it's actually pretty cool here. So anyway, let me know how it goes after you do. Drop a comment down below. Use the word chapter, and I'd love to feature you in an upcoming video. Otherwise, hope this helps you. Please subscribe if you're new. Share the video. Big share button down below. Otherwise, until next time, have a nice day. Take care. Hope this helps, and I'll catch you again later on the next one. See you for now. See ya.